Welcome to the show. Deeply disgusting. And today we're going to discuss Bronx, New York. Yes, the Bronx. You know, where drill music got it really popping in the New York culture. But today we not talking about no drill. We talking about build. Because there's a building that went down, and I think it's due to democratic policies. Yeah. Isn't this AOC's district? It's crazy. When you watch this video, just look at the people. Look at the people. The people will tell you everything about the area. And just soak it in. Let's get to it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and make sure you put a comment because I love reading some comments. Let's go.
Boom! And then the second one. And then my sister-in-law called me. Get out the building is going down.
We are following breaking news in the Bronx right now. A massive 17-story chimney collapses at a high-rise apartment building.
People jolted out of bed, and now the FDNY, NYPD, and the Department of Buildings are all on the scene trying to figure out what happened here. Live team coverage begins now. Good to be with you. I'm Gilma Avalos.
And I'm Adam Cooperstein. The pictures coming into our newsroom are just stunning, especially when you consider there are no known injuries at this point, but the entire corner of this NYCHA public housing building looks like it's been sheared off.
And residents...
NYCHA Public Housing. Isn't it crazy how these projects got cool names? Yo, isn't it crazy? Everywhere you go, any city you go, the names of projects is like, yo, who made this up? Like, who was in the boardroom in City Hall that made this name up? Like NYCHA Projects. Like, that's a scary name. It sounds scary. But look at this hole in the building, y'all. That's crazy. How can a whole side of a building just collapse? That means that nobody is basically keeping up with the maintenance of the building. And this is one of the biggest cities in damn near the world. New York City. The most highest tax area in the location, I think personally, in the United States. I don't think California have anything on New York taxes. I mean, New York, living in New York for a year could bankrupt you. Living in New York in Manhattan for a year could bankrupt you. There's apartments that's the size of closets for $3,000 a month. You know? You go in your bathroom, you like, yo, bro, the two of us can't fit in here, bro. You go and then I go, man. How long you gonna be? That's how you gotta live in New York. Y'all gotta share. Literally, you have to share the bathroom because the bathroom is only a one-sitter. You have a one-sitter in your apartment.
in the building across the surrounding area said they heard two loud booms. Some, as you heard, telling their loved ones to run for their lives. Chopper 4 live over the scene. And what's incredible, as Adam mentioned, especially when you see this video, is that there are
Look at that. The whole side is missing.
no reports of anyone hurt. But police and firefighters, they are combing over the area to make sure that no one is trapped under the rubble.
We are also right now awaiting an update from officials. We're supposed to get this any moment now in a news conference. We'll bring it to you as soon as it happens. The mayor getting ready to be there as well. News 4's Gus Rosendale starts off our team coverage, though, live from the scene where Gus...
Oh, the mayor's still working. I thought he quit. I didn't even know he was still working. I didn't even know the mayor of New York was still working because he dropped out the race. Y'all know that? He dropped out. Mayor Adams, he's out the race. But in my mind, I'm like, dang, he's out the race. So I guess he probably went on vacation somewhere far away.
There's just debris everywhere you look.
Absolutely, Adam and Gilmore. I'll tell you, the mayor is on scene here. He's talking with fire officials, and we are expecting him to walk over to us in just a few moments. So when that happens, we will go straight to the mayor. But here's where things stand right now. And I think you touch upon this. As we were talking to neighbors here, they described sheer terror this morning. This all happened around 8 o'clock in the morning. People were walking to school, walking to work, when all of a sudden they heard a large explosion.
In my personal opinion, I'm not even gonna lie. I think that these things are done on purpose. I'm not saying that somebody went and, put a bomb and, did some type of explosion to the side of the building. All I'm saying is it's done on purpose, that they not doing no maintenance. They taking tax money and they using tax money for other things. Nonprofit, LGBT, A, B, C. They using it for all type of other things besides what they got the money for. That's how liberals do. That's what they do. I think they trying to gentrify the whole area. I think they're trying to gentrify the whole area. I think there's a billionaire that's like, I want the Bronx. I actually heard through the grapevines that there's somebody that want to buy like a whole side of the Bronx. He want to make riverfront condos. He want to make riverfront condos facing Manhattan. That's what I think. I think they want these people out of here. I think they tired of them. They want them out of here. And I think that this area is sold off. They gentrifying that area. And they gonna make the hood area a little bit smaller,
And a lot of smoke coming off the side of this building that you're looking at here. And then so a bunch of bricks come tumbling to the ground. Amazingly, the latest word from NYCHA is that there are no...
Yo, imagine those apartments right there. Look at those apartments right there. Look how high up they are. Imagine waking up and because if you see they right up top, right where the chimney fell. Imagine waking up at night and you know that you're on the 19th floor. You know you're on the 19th floor and you hear rocks crumbling. Come on. That's like a...
No injuries reported at this time. All this being linked to early reports of an explosion in a building chimney. This partial collapse here leading to this entire area being secured.
You heard that? Reports of an explosion. So, I mean, was it done on purpose? Was it an explosion in the building? Was it an explosion in the building, or was it just like an explosion, like, like somebody like planted something,
Again, I say no injuries, and that is remarkable when you see this.
It do kind of sound like explosions. If you ask me, it does kind of sound like little firecrackers. It does sound like little tiny firecrackers. Like if you listen in on the video, you'll hear like boom, 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 boom. And then you see the chimney fall. So who knows, man? Listen, man, you don't know how these business people operate and these politicians. These business people and these politicians, they go hand to hand. Trust me. I think they want to make that whole area gentrified. Look at those apartments. Imagine those being beautiful lofts. Imagine those being beautiful lofts. But instead, they got a whole bunch of people on wick there.
This is that chimney collapsing in a building now described as 17 stories by NYCHA. This is at the Mitchell houses along Alexandria Avenue here in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx. The first 911 call coming in.
Look what they named the building as a Mitchell housing, like Mitchell. You had to name the building Mitchell? Like it couldn't be called Marie or Anna Marie or Santa La Playa? Something more happy. It just got to be like, yo, there's a regular dude in the hood, Mitchell.
Around 8:13. In the hours since, this area has been secured by the FDNY, the building being expected.
Oh, did y'all see the playground? It was right next to the playground. The bricks fell. Oh, man. Oh, man, please get these kids out of here.
to make sure it is stable. Neighbors who live near that chimney in that building, around 40 apartments, have since been evacuated for their safety. In the meantime, there have been search and rescue teams. They've been dispatched. They've been going through rubble. In some cases, with all those bricks coming down, there are 10-feet piles of rubble. They want to make sure that no one is trapped there. And again, no word of that, thank goodness. But again,
Look at that hole. Like, look at that. Look how massive that is. Wow. Wow.
think of that timing, all this happening around 8 o'clock when 17 stories worth of brick came crashing to the ground. We've been talking to neighbors.
I'm not gonna lie. It was done at a Pacific time, like 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Y'all pick 8 o'clock. You know the kids not out there playing, right? You know that, people pretty much leaving the building or about to leave the building. Remember, they got to go to school. They got to go to work. You in New York City, so you're not leaving your house 8 o'clock. You're leaving your house at like 6, 7 in the morning. Sometimes 4 or 5 in the morning. So think about the time of when this chimney went down. Something's not right. Something's not right.
To describe what they experienced, listen to them.
You see like this very thick smoke. Before it exploded, you see the very thick smoke coming from top of the thing right there. So I was like, no, that's not good for an apartment building.
It really sounded like...
Duh. No, ma'am. It's very good. Yeah, it's good that we have bricks coming down every once in a while. Kind of wake y'all up in the morning.
boom. And there was just like an explosion of like smoke, white smoke everywhere. Couldn't see
That's what happened when things go boom. There's white smoke.
for like 5 minutes.
And was one first, boom, and then the second one, and then my
They just cut her off. They don't even understand her accent's so deep. They like, yo, let's move on to the next.
Mayor Adams has arrived at the podium, so we're going to take the camera that has a look at him now. But again, the latest word from officials is that there have been no reports of any injuries here. They are getting ready to begin his remarks, clearly surrounded by the FDNY.
Good morning, everyone. As you can see from behind us, there was a partial building infrastructure.
Yo, he always look lost. He always looks lost. Right? And he always like got that like yo, he need to do something about those bags on his eyes, man. He got to, I think that's why he didn't get that much votes this time. Them bags on his eyes, man. It just make you just look like, bro, like fix yourself, man. Fix yourself, man. Even you can even get some T.J. Hanley or something, man. I'm sure they got some product, with the eye under the eye. Who knows? I don't know. But fix yourself, man.
Collapse due to what seems in preliminary investigations. There was some type of explosion. This happened at 8:10 this morning. We received reports.
Oh, so the mayor's even saying there was an explosion. Interesting. This investigation is getting deeper.
Of an incident involving the chimney to the boiler room here at NYCHA's Mitchell houses. This resulted in a partial building collapse.
Oh, so you know what? I didn't even think about that. Those people can't go back in. They can't go back in. That building have to be knocked down, and I think they're gonna use that excuse to take out all the rest of the buildings because they're gonna say we have to. These buildings are too old, and it could be the same issues going on in the rest of the buildings. Because all those buildings are designed the same way. They was all built the same year around the same time. They was all built the same year around the same time. So I think they're gonna knock them all down. And remember, it's winter in New York. You can't survive in a building with no chimney and the boiler room blew up in New York. You cannot survive in the winter in a building that's high up. You're 19 floors up in New York. You know what's gonna happen to you? I'm gonna tell you. And it's gonna be it's not gonna be surprising what's gonna happen to you because we're gonna all have to chisel you out because you're gonna turn into a icy
Labs. We are extremely fortunate. At this time, we have no loss of life or no injuries. Residents of the F and G lines in the building were evacuated, and other tenants can reoccupy the building at this time once we ensure.
Oh, underground. Yes, remember. New York have a train system, one of the biggest in the world, underground. So when you have a building collapse, I mean, think about it. There's trains actually traveling under your building with the rats and the roaches. Yo, New York is disgusting, yo.
Vast damage, no one was hurt.
Standing there watching it just crumble, that was a heartache. That's a heartache. But I'm glad that everybody living in the building is safe. And everybody's okay. And I'm glad we got everybody out here to help them.
I disagree. I personally think that it should crumble. I think the less projects, the better. That's just me. I actually think a good loft over there would be a better choice.
So as it stands now, residents of the building can return to their apartments even though there is no gas or hot water. They're bringing in a portable boiler to hopefully rectify that situation. The residents of the
There are portable boilers. I didn't even know there was portable boilers. Why I ain't seen none at Home Depot? I would have been walking all over the place with that boiler, home to home. Home to home with a boiler.
F and G lines, they are not allowed to go back into their room while the structural integrity of the building is being assessed. They will be put up in hotels. About 80 residents in about 40 affected units have signed up and are being taken care of by the Red Cross. We're live in Mott Haven. Marcus Owens, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Marcus. Let's take another look at the scene from above in Newscopter 7. Shannon Stone's covering it for us. Shannon, a lot of destruction there. What's it looking like right now?
Look, and look at it. Look at it. Look at the stones. Look at the stones are like black. Look at the stones is black. Maybe it's from like the chronic like use of like the smoke and debris from the chimneys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't do this type of work, but all I'm saying is that it looked like there was no real maintenance being done. It looked like they just, those people down there, they'll be okay. Yeah, we'll gentrify that area in 2028. Vote for me.
Yeah, there is so much destruction, but the scene has certainly changed significantly from before. As Marcus was mentioning, they had dogs going through the debris, looking for any people or anything that they needed to find. That has clearly stopped, although there is a...
I'm glad nobody got injured, though. That's the most important thing, that nobody got injured, because the worst thing that you want is for you to blow a building up on purpose to try to gentrify it, right? And then somebody got injured. Now there'll be investigation, and now they're going to be searching into all the millionaires and billionaires that, and the politicians that basically was in this. But that's for another video. Thanks for watching.